Greetings to all. My name is Anamika Maheshwari, Intern at ubAdvocate, under the guidance of Sir Jeevan Prakash, AOR at Supreme Court of India. Today I'm going to discuss about the right to protest. Can India be ever imagined without dissent, protest and movements? No, right? Because India has its foundation in the protest and movements. We witnessed some of the biggest protests in the Indian history that not only attracted the nation's attention but also attracted the eyes of overseas, like Citizenship Act protest of 2019, Farmer Bill protest of 2021. We can give a short to understand the word protest and the parallel restrictions from the concerned authorities. In every democratic country, the people are the most important part. Since we didn't have any right to raise our voices and demands under British rule, so now we are empowered with many of the fundamental rights through the Constitution of India. The government brings many policies in the public interest and the development thereto, which is regularly being examined and monitored by the citizens and express their concerns in some way. So, if they found any loophole in that policy or some laws or regulations, citizens hold public meetings, hold public demonstration, peaceful protest, and even sign petitions for that. The right to protest is protected under Article 19(1)(a), which gives citizens the right to freedom and expression, right to freedom to express. 19(1)(b), the right to meet peacefully without weapons, and 19(1)(c), right to form associations or trade unions, etc. The point to remember is only peaceful protests are lawful, and if any protest motive is to outrage violence, create disturbance in people's regular functioning, then it would be considered as unlawful. There are many famous Indian protests post-independence, which are Andhra movement in 1952, anti-corruption protests in 2011, and 2012 Nirbhaya protest. In the last few years' protest, it was recorded that protesters have to suffer from excessive force inclined by authorities due to usage of police brutality, excessive force in some very strict laws like UAPA, NSA, and some other sedition laws too. Way many incidents in which arbitrary detention and arrest were made. Like in 2 or 3 years, there were 2,000 to 5,000 detentions were made and 30 to 40 casualties recorded so far. And these awful events led to the decline in the rank of India at the international level, like an international human rights standard. The rank slipped down to 131 in the Human Development Index 2020, and also India was ranked 51st in the Democracy Index 2019. The government must respect, in fact promote the exercise of these rights. It is the state's obligation to not interfere with the exercise of these rights by exercising its executive and legislative powers over adopting orders or taking steps to limit that right in the name of reasonable restrictions. So conclusively, if one hand, citizens have Article 19 that allows us to raise our demands and voices and can hold protest for the same, but parallelly on the other hand, the concerned authority or the state through the same article have power to put reasonable restrictions on these protests to maintain the integrity of the country. Thank you.